There are over 128 million open source projects on GitHub.
Developers. But what does that really mean, open source?
Elaborate open source and learn in public.
Open source, a word that is literally everywhere, a word that defines everything and affects literally everything. If this idea was to never exist, tech would have been gatekept by big and humongous corporations, and the rapid innovations we are seeing today in our today's world would never have existed. Everyone knows what open source really means, a code that is available to public and could be both inspected and modified. Open source works on a very simple idea. Given by Linus' law, if given enough eyeballs, all bugs are shallow. This law was given by the creator of Linux, Linus Torvald.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
However, Linus only made open source come into the limelight in the late 90s. Fundamental idea had started decades ago. In the early era of the computers, sharing codes among the researchers in the universities was very common. Codes of almost all programs were available to research, but not to the general public. There were literal groups like Share User Group, which was founded in 1955 and is the earliest instances of such groups, which, as per the name, meant to serve the purpose of sharing software amongst the members of the group. In the 1980s, the TechWood saw free software movement, whose popularity grew exponentially as software started to commercialize and codes became more restricted due to the corporate world. Then a frustrated MIT former staff programmer named Richard Stallman comes to the rescue. He was annoyed because he was denied access to the Xerox code even though all he wanted to do was to fix a problem that affected literally everyone. So he went on to build the idea of open source through this free software movement, and he created the GNU project and the Free Software Foundation. Creation of GNU was something so crucial for the tech that it is still used by many software till this day, because it was meant to break the Unix market share. He also created a concept of copyleft, which was a very clever way that twisted copyright laws in a way that anyone can modify and redistribute software but couldn't commercialize it. So they could make a new open source software, could distribute it amongst the general public but could never ever commercialize it, basically giving a legal way to make open source projects. Richard Stallman is still known as the founder and a crucial historical figure for the free software movement, and is a very crucial part of this open source journey. During the 1980s, Unix, a closed source program, was developed by AT&T Labs, and it had the monopoly on the operating system market, just like how Microsoft is in the current time. Richard wanted to change this. He had everything to make operating system, but lacked only one crucial thing, that was the kernel. In the 1991, Linus Torvald and gave the open source community the final piece that they needed for breaking the Unix market, the holy kernel. After the Linux operating system was developed, skipping to 1998, a corporation named Netscape decided to make their code public. They were inspired by the idea of the bazaar model. The bazaar model, for your information, is referred to as the open source model. They wanted to break the monopoly of the Microsoft over the browsers during that time. So they just wanted to make the code public that they could break the monopoly. They argued that a decentralized code could present better results than the traditional closed models. So the term open source was coined. The term open source was coined by Christine Peterson in 1998, where a meeting was held at Palo Alto. They didn't want to make it look like something related to price, so they dropped the idea to name the method free software and rather name it open source so that people can resonate with the idea and not the price tag. From then on, the idea only grew, shaking corporations and the greedy mindset of the corporate people. The idea on which Netscape decided to act upon turned out to be true.
Oh, yeah.
Great programs turned to open source. Now, every server and every personal computer depends on an open source program, whether you like it or not. The idea of an open source model raised many questions throughout the history. A project to be open sourced, it required a volunteer. There are so many projects which are maintained by only one volunteer to this day. Recently, in 2024, there was a massive security risk because a program named XGUtiles had a secret backdoor which was not seen by anyone because only one single old man was the maintainer of that project. It was decades old. Still, a man dedicated his entire life to maintain that project. Though there are many open source projects like Blender, Godot and Kdenlive which have helped millions of people and are actively maintained by many people. Sure, the development of open source projects are slower compared to closed source, but at the end, the open source model will always be for the people, by the people, and reflect a perfect example of why humanity has existed for centuries, helping others who are in need. If you like this video, please do not forget to subscribe and like. It motivates me to make videos like this.